You always have to look at the lineage. If your lineage doesn't stick in your mind, you can never expand your business. So, first, what did I tell you to do in the beginning? I told you to extend two lines on both sides, right? Family with family, friends with friends. Why is that? There are cases like this. Oh, I'm fine. These people aren't really that close. Later on, these people probably won't do it. Don't make assumptions. Everyone, they all come out later. When I succeeded, do you know what my older sister, who never even looked at me before, said? As soon as I hit 10 million one, she was like, oh, if I just do one line, I could do it too. Should I try? That's how things change, everyone. So, for the future, let's say you sign up your daughter on the left side and your son on the right side here. But then both the son and the daughter saw the vision. But what if your daughter and son say, Mum, put aunt under me? What would you do then? Because this is all about connections between people. Even if you don't know anything else, you really need to manage these personal relationships well. Even for the future, to avoid any problems, you should have family members sign up under family and friends under friends. You understand, right? Now, secondly, in order to build a team, I need to create partners. That's how you create synergy and gain speed. Then you need to find one person for the left side and one for the right side. Find one person for each side, but you might not know who to look for. So if you don't know who to look for, what kind of business are we in? It's a points-based business, right? Let's say you have 10 people on the left side and you have 10 people on the right side. Then who should you nurture? It's not just about nurturing someone who seems easy to approach. Since this is a big business, even if someone's personality doesn't match yours, you need to team up with the person who is good at this. So, what's the first thing you should do? It's the person with the highest sales. For example, let's say person A takes him or him. And where is it? Here, and below, person C uses wet wipes. So I'm going to sponsor someone. Then who should I sponsor? Should it be A or C? Of course, you should sponsor A. Why? If A is a him or him enthusiast, what does he say to everyone he meets? He tells them to take him or him, but C is a wet wipe enthusiast. So what do you think that person says to everyone they meet? Wet wipes are so great. They say that all the time. So in this business, you shouldn't roll around with small beans, you should roll with pumpkins. So at first, when I'm trying to find a key person, I don't know who to pick. At times like that, target the person who uses products with high points. Once you've found each person like that, one by one, then next. So what should you do next? Now, you need to look for your right hand and left hand people. What's important here is that I wrote my network on the left of A and on the right of A, my network on the left of B and on the right of B. But this, everyone, only those who are preparing to become Auto Diamond Masters should put the My Network here. The rest, those who are just maintaining their position below, should not do this. Do you know why? Actually, this is the right way, but it will 100% cause conflict. What happens if I work this hard, but that person barely does anything and just takes the commission? You end up really hating it. It gets so annoying you can't stand it. Then even though I set it up like that, I get so angry. What happens? You end up moving them. And that's just a waste of time again. So what decision did I make? Until you're ready to become an Auto Diamond Master, you should only attach your network to one side. Now I have A and B, which are my left and right sides. So you attach it to one side, let's say to one side of A, and you know those support points or sponsorships that help out. That means you should also help out on the opposite side of A. Don't just attach people yourself. Just help out and dig down through that person's referrals. Why? Because in those cases, complaints don't usually arise. Well, actually, there have been cases where complaints still came up. Now, here's another thing. Even if you get a referral and it's someone from this person's network, there could still be issues if this person doesn't provide support. In any case, if my network is involved, it can make people even more upset. So only register my connections at the ends of both sides, and on one side of A, just treat it as a point. When you meet that person, proceed by getting referrals from under them. There are people whose personalities match mine. As time goes by, you'll see. I'm just full of energy, and both sides of me are also full of energy. Let's go for it. Let's go. That's how it is. It's just crazy. That's fine too. Their personalities match mine. In that case, connect your network to both your left and right sides. And that's how you build teamwork. Do you know what happens after 3 or 5 years? You become an auto diamond, everyone. But what's great is that you don't become an auto diamond by force. It just happens naturally, so the number of people increases without any conflict, and you can receive system income peacefully without any issues. You all want to receive that income too, right? Even though my sales are that high, I hardly get any calls compared to the sales volume. That's what's great about this. What does that mean? It means I got the first button right. Why? Because I worked in a way that my partners made money. At first, it might feel like I'm the only one sacrificing. But in the end, when you look at it, in the long run, it's actually for myself. This is how you achieve time freedom and financial